It's an all-new live episode of The Good Stuff, and we're about to get bat to the bone. Leigh-Ann Allaire Perrault works her magic with an unforgettable rock and roll Halloween outdoor makeover.
Oh my God, this is insane.
Then, place your bets on costume trends for 2025. From makeup to wardrobe, Shobana Lakkavally and Myles Sexton reveal how to slay, literally, with your costume this Halloween. Plus, Mary's got the secret to getting juicy, flavor-packed pork chops every single time. It all starts right now.
It is well and truly fall, and I, for one, am thrilled. Sorry to all the summer lovers out there. I love a frosty, chilly morning. So today, we're gonna start off in the kitchen with a classic, cozy flavor combination done with a few new and improved techniques. We're talking pork and apples. Everyone's done it before, right? Yeah. Good. Not gonna lie though, the first thing that comes to mind when I think of pork and apples, I think of a very, very dry pork chop around the texture of shoe leather and some sad applesauce that is just like, you know, from a jar. It's fine, but maybe not what I want. We're gonna update that classic combo today though and use a little bit of science and a little bit of more deliciousness and make my brined pork chops with caramelized apples. How does that sound? Yeah. It's gonna be really good. It's gonna add a ton more flavor. It's gonna help make those pork chops really juicy. I guarantee you will never have a dry pork chop again if you brine them. So the first thing we need to do is get to work on the brine. The only tricky thing about this recipe is it does need time. A brine is kind of similar to a marinade where you're getting flavors into the meat, but because it's really heavily seasoned, it also kind of draws out the flavorless moisture and kind of reinserts that beautiful seasoned brine into the meat. Gives it really good texture, holds onto that moisture better, so you're gonna get a juicier pork chop no matter how you cook it. So to get started on our brine, I've got a big bowl here, and I'm gonna go in with a cup of cold water. Now, this is where we get pretty substantial with our seasoning. So we're gonna go into the here with a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. It sounds kind of funny, but it's really good. Sweet pork chop, that molassesy flavor works really, really well. And then this is where I might lose some of you. We're also going in with a 1/4 cup of salt. Yeah, it's a brine. You gotta do a lot. So I'm gonna dump a 1/4 cup of kosher salt right on into there. I know, I was gonna say, ooh, it looks like a lot. But again, most of this just goes down the drain, but you need to season it really well because it is a brine, so it really needs to get into that pork. So I'm gonna give that a little bit of a whisk just to combine. And then I'm gonna season that further with some peppercorns, just about 2 teaspoons of whole peppercorns. That's gonna give a little bit of that spicy flavor, a little bit of smokiness as well. So that's looking beautiful. Now into there, we're gonna go in with some garlic as well. I've got 2 cloves of garlic here. I'm just gonna give those a little bit of a rough chop, just a smash and a chop. You know me, I don't like chopping garlic, but I will do it for a brine. Perfect. That's gonna go right on in. And again, we're not gonna eat that garlic. It's kind of just to perfume this brine, giving it more flavor. Then into there, I'm gonna go in, with a couple of sprigs of sage. This is, again, gonna just perfume that beautiful flavor. You don't have to chop it. Right now, this is a really concentrated brine. We've got a lot of sugar, a lot of salt, so we need a little bit more liquid. And for that, you could do more water, but I'm gonna use my good friend, a can of beer. Just a can of lager, always a good thing. I'm going in with about a cup of that, which is always a good thing because then you get this for later. Always good. If you wanted to as well, if you had a can of like hard apple cider in your fridge, that would be beautiful with this. Gonna give that a whisk to combine. And then everything is nice and cold because we are gonna put that raw pork into here. So make sure everything is chilled. So you've got that cold beer, that cold water, and I've got 2 pork chops here. I'm using bone in because again, that's gonna help keep it nice and juicy. And you want them to be nice and thick. So add that in. If you want to, this is enough brine for 4 pork chops. Make sure it's nice and covered. If it's not, you can top it up with a little bit more beer. That's never gonna bug anybody, I'm not gonna lie. All right. Then what you want to do is you want to cover this and you want to pop it in your fridge for at least 4 hours or up to overnight. While that's in the fridge, some magic is going to happen. Like I said, that brine, that salt in that brine is going to kind of draw some of that moisture from the pork out, but it's then going to get replaced with all that flavorful, beautiful brine. So it's going to season the meat, going to make it absolutely beautiful. Once you have that brined, I've got some over here that I've just been sitting on the counter for about 30 minutes. I took it out of the brine. You want to take the chill of the fridge off. I am going to season it with some more salt, even though that brine was salty. Again, most of it's gone away. Going to go on with a little bit of oil, just right onto the pork. Anytime I'm searing meat, I usually oil the meat rather than the pan. If you oil the pan, that's how you get all that splashing, because you use too much oil. This way you have just the perfect amount. So I'm gonna add that pork right into my pan. I've got a pan over medium heat here, and that's gonna be perfect. This is actually feeling a little spicy, but we're gonna get a good sear on it. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. That pork, I want to let it do its thing for about 6 minutes per side. You want to get good and golden brown over medium heat. If it starts to get too golden brown, just turn it down a little. You want the internal temperature to get to 145. That's going to be perfectly cooked. Absolutely beautiful. So while that does its thing, and before we go to break, I just want to chat the apples and the onion. So for me, I love a Cortland. This time of year, ooh, you can find a Cortland in your grocery store. They are so, so good. A Macintosh would work really well this time of year as well because they're really firm. You could also use a Gala. Gala to me tastes a lot like apple juice, so it'll give a bit more of an apple juice flavor. But if you can find Cortland, definitely go for that. So I'm gonna start, actually no, I'm gonna peel those later because now I do this thing where I don't like peeling it in little pieces. I like one long piece. So I'm gonna see if I can do that over the break. Into nice little wedges, but I also really quickly want to talk about an onion. I've set myself a challenge. It's a good thing. I've got half of a yellow onion here, and I've just peeled it, and I've cut the root and the tip off. And what you want to do for this onion, if you want your onion to hold its shape, rather than cutting it this way into kind of half moons, here, I'll move my apple so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. You actually want to cut it root to tip. So if you go in from the side, that's going to hold the shape of your onion better. It's going to give you really nice wedges. Just thinly slice that. I'm gonna keep slicing this onion. I'm gonna try to peel this apple in one long strip. When we come back though, we're gonna finish this off and make those caramelized apples. Stick around.
There's no place like home for Halloween. Follow the yellow brick road to the Good Stuff's Halloween Spectacular, where witches, wizards, and a few good friends are cooking up some spooky surprises. You won't want to miss what's hiding behind the curtain. Friday, October 31st on The Good Stuff. Tomorrow, we are live for an all-new episode of The Good Stuff. Mary brings together the magic of pumpkin and bacon for an October treat you will not want to miss. Then, leaves are falling and autumn is calling. These quick tricks and tweaks will go a long way to transform your home into a cozy fall space. Plus, take a bite out of gothically elegant dinner ideas your guests will never forget. It's an all-new live episode of The Good Stuff tomorrow.
Brined pork chops with a caramelized cooked down apple situation. Perfect for fall. Now before the break, I was peeling some apples. Riveting television, I'm not gonna lie. And I just had to, I'm not the most like showy offy, but like, check that out. Look at how long that apple peel is. Honestly, if I have to go on tippy toes, I'm feeling pretty good about that. That's going down in the Hall of Fame, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so I chopped up 2 apples. You can either dice them or cut them into nice wedges. I went for wedges today. They are gonna break down a little bit and cook down into almost like a saucy consistency. If you wanted them to hold their shape a little bit more, you could put them in a little bit after the onions or even use a firmer apple. Something like a Granny Smith would hold up really nicely. That would be a little more tart though. I really like the Cortlands for their beautiful sweetness. So let's go talk about these pork chops. These have been cooking away, looking absolutely stunning. They smell really, really good. They look absolutely beautiful. Like, look at that golden brown color. You've got that beautiful kind of fond, that cooked on bit on the bottom. So I'm just gonna set those aside and let those rest. And what you want to do is you do not want to waste all of this flavor on the bottom of this pan. So this is what we're going to make our apples in. It's basically a one-pan dinner, which is always a dream. So into there, just because, yeah, we've got a little oil. There's a little bit of pork fat in there, but I never go wrong with a little bit of butter. So we're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of butter. That's gonna help kind of bring up all of that cooked on deliciousness, but so are the vegetables and the fruit. So the onions and the apples have a good amount of moisture in them, and the moisture is what's gonna kind of shake all of that delicious golden brown stuff off the bottom of the pan and bring it up. So I'm gonna go in with my onions and my apples, and you can hear that little bit of a sizzle. That's what kind of brings everything together. Give that a little bit of a scrape. That's gonna start coming together, but we wanna season this up a little bit. So the first thing I'm gonna go in with is a little bit of mustard. Now, I love mustard. I love a grainy Dijon mustard. Mustard in sauces like this, kind of like a mostarda, a savory applesauce, turns it a little bit more savory, really tasty. So I'm gonna go in with about a tablespoon of grainy Dijon mustard. If you only have smooth Dijon, I would use just a little bit less because it's a little bit punchier. I'm also gonna go in with some sage, just to mimic the flavors we've got going on in that pork. So I've just got some fresh sage, and I'm just gonna chop it up. Now, if you don't have sage, or maybe you're not a big fan, you could do this with rosemary. You could do it with thyme. That would be really beautiful as well. Basically, any sort of woody herb. And the woody herbs are the ones where you don't necessarily eat the stem. Something like basil, that's a softer herb because you can actually eat the stem. Something like rosemary, obviously, a little bit woody. So I'm gonna go in with that beautiful sage, just to perfume it up. Season that up with some salt, little bit of pepper as well. And then I don't know about you, but 'tis the season for nutmeg emergencies. So, I don't have a pocket today, but I do have my handy dandy nutmeg pocket to the rescue. So we're gonna grab them out. Got my nutmeg. Add a little bit of that nutmeg right on in. The nutmeg is gonna give a little bit of warmth, a little bit of lemoniness into here. And you just wanna cook that down until those apples cook down, are a little caramelized. See, we're starting to get a little bit of golden brown color on there. I've got some here that I cooked down earlier, looking absolutely beautiful. It's savory, it's wonderful. So now we're gonna plate these up. Now, if you want to, you could slice these pork chops off the bone. Again, I did it bone on, but to be honest, half the fun of a pork chop is like picking up the bone later and pretending you're Fred Flintstone. So we're just gonna go straight onto a platter with those beautiful golden brown, juicy pork chops. Pop that beautiful sauce around the sides or on top, and you are in for an absolute treat. I'm feeling excited. Okay, I've never tried this one on TV. Let's see how juicy we're doing. We're gonna cut, this is buttery smooth, like super soft. You can cut it with a butter knife, which is an absolute dream. This looks absolutely delicious. I'm gonna dig in, but when we come back, we got more good stuff coming, so don't go anywhere.
Up next, we're about to get back to the bone. Leigh-Ann Allaire Perrault works her magic with an unforgettable rock and roll Halloween outdoor makeover. That's up next.
To us for help decking out their new front yard for their first ever Halloween, we sent DIY expert Leigh-Ann Allaire Perrault to give their home a spooktacular transformation. Check it out.
Wicked witches, ghouls, and frights. For Pedro and Maurizio, Halloween finally comes tonight. Sit tight as I spin you a tale of a kind couple from faraway Brazil. Now living on a quiet Canadian road, they built a home in a land quite distant from their own. Here, the streets whispered of an odd holiday called Halloween. A night so strange, so wicked, they dared not be seen. So Pedro and Maurizio called upon a witch most wicked to bring their very first Halloween to life.
Pedro, Mauricio, welcome to your first Halloween. Actually, let's try that again.
Welcome to your first Halloween!
So this will be your first year celebrating Halloween officially, but why haven't you done it before now?
Yeah, so it was really not a part of the culture in Brazil growing up, so we didn't go trick-or-treating or anything like that as kids. But this is our first year as Canadian citizens officially.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So we want to embrace, fully embrace the culture and actually celebrate it with the full shebang this year.
So this is your first year at home, and you're ready to welcome trick-or-treaters at the front door. What are you both looking forward to the most?
I think giving out candy, because that's the part that we've never done. Like, we've dressed up a few times, but like giving out candy to the kids is something that we've never done before. So I want to see their faces lit up with the costumes and everything.
Is there anything that you have in mind that you would like for decor for the front of your home?
I don't know, I like skeletons, I like witches, I like anything, I don't know, gore.
Like those iconic Halloween characters.
Yeah.
Well, I love a good theme, and I have some ideas in mind for your front porch. I'm gonna give you one hint. Tonight,
We're gonna rock.
Coming at you like, yeah, boy, on a height tip. I know I'm hot and also be cautious.
I've got one day to put together the ultimate Halloween house for Pedro and Mauricio. And for a theme, I'm thinking bad to the bone.
I know you're looking to rock it out. Rock it out, rock it out.
Before night falls, I have to get some skeletons rocking. I've got a whole bunch of tombstones and pumpkins, and I've even got some die-hard fans that are gonna join the party.
Oh, I like how you be rocking out.
As soon as I saw Pedro and Mauricio's porch, I knew exactly what the theme was gonna be. To me, it looked exactly like a stage, and that will set the stage for our rocker skeletons. For anyone who's not sure how to decorate their house for Halloween, I love picking a theme, but really honing in on kind of an iconic character. Whether it's a witch or a ghost, or in this case, skeletons, they're gonna really bring the whole look to life.
Oh no, you know, it's not, oh yeah, oh no.
It's getting dark, which means it's almost time.
Rock it out, rock it out.
It's time for the big reveal.
Oh, I like how you be rocking out.
Oh my goodness, everyone, please welcome Leigh-Ann. Okay, I have to do an honorable mention. One of our stagehands, Logan, he's the guy with the amazing auburn hair.
Yes.
Who was headbanging. Amazing.
Crushed it.
Just
Honestly,
crushed it.
the best backbone to the team with the greatest hair.
So
for sure.
good.
Yes.
Okay, I cannot wait to see what you did. But right now, we're going to check out some kind of outdoor decorations that you brought into the studio
Yes.
today. Now, as we saw, and we know, you love a theme.
I do. I love a great outdoor Halloween theme because I really think it gives you the opportunity to create almost a movie scene in your front yard.
Yeah.
And for me, I like my movie scene to be spooky, kooky, but a whole lot of fun,
Yes.
for sure. And I think it's the opportunity to create an experience for trick-or-treaters and for the parents that are taking them along too.
100%.
That just, you want to create that lingering moment and you become the memorable house on the street that they all talk about.
Yeah,
which is really
the
fun.
best. Again, giving out candy to kids, what a dream. It's the best. It's just a cute parade, and if you can give them a scene. Okay, let's talk about what we've brought in today. What is happening here?
So I think any great theme needs characters and a story. So we saw in the tape that the main characters are skeletons, but in studio, I wanted to bring in aliens.
I like this,
right?
yeah.
So we're doing a little alien invasion, and the story is exactly that. Just picture, it's Halloween night, and an alien invasion is taking place because the extraterrestrials are here to steal our candy. They're trying to
cannot have my
extract our
candy.
right? We need to protect the candy at all costs. So really, all of this for me started when I found this inflatable UFO that I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
It really feeds into all of the alien tropes we see in movies for a long time with the like levitating cow here.
You gotta have the cow.
It's any little dash of humor and quirk, I think, just really sets the tone too for Halloween.
Yeah.
And then our main characters with our little invaders that have arrived here. The one thing I want to point out with the decor in the set, everything outside of the pumpkins is inflatable, and you know what that means? We deflate, and everything fits into a small little bin. Right?
Because, like, that's the issue.
Right?
You just have, like, 8 bins, and you're like, now what do I do?
Where do you store all of it?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I love a good inflatable. And speaking of which, I want to show off these incredible balloon garlands in behind here.
Yeah.
Now, these are reusable inflatable balloons.
Oh, cool.
So, which I love. They're by a company called Party Air. And I just think that they're so impactful, but they're so fast to set up. They can go outside. They will last you all season. But what I love the most is they're all linked. So you can see
so you don't even have to link them.
that they blow up in chains.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And they have a little elastic system that you can connect them all together. And if you have a little portable handheld pump, this happens in such a quick dream, available exclusively at Canadian Tire in Party City. And I mixed and matched a bunch of different colors in here. And again, they just fold up. and away they go after the season. But I love that they look like balloons. Bring them out for birthday parties and backyard parties as well.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
multi-purpose, which I think is
Fantastic.
really great.
That is so great. And speaking of, you said other than the pumpkins, but I do see some inflatable
Yes,
pumpkins.
the inflatable pumpkins, other than my faux real pumpkins.
Yeah.
These inflatables, I love the set, and particularly,
I
they
love
look like
this
they
one.
came from outer space.
This one
right?
looks like it is like a gourd you'd
Right?
want to eat.
I kind of
from
call them like
space.
my cosmic pumpkins
Yeah.
in the little set of 3. But I also want to show off an alternative way to decorate maybe your real pumpkins if you're not into the idea of carving. Over by the door there,
Oh, cute.
I have a couple of little pumpkins. I just picked up some party masks to put on the pumpkins with some googly eyes.
That's so fun.
Again, just leading into the theme. So shop the party aisles at your stores as well to find those fun little kind of anecdotal moments that really set the whole tone for the scene.
I love that.
Yes.
Now, speaking of this general vicinity, we have to talk about the door. This
Well,
is
let's
the thing
talk
that trick-or-treaters are going to knock on.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It really is kind of like a focal point of the whole event. So I started with a little gory goo dripping down, not only from the top of the door, but it's coming from under the doormat there too. This is just
Something's going on in here.
right.
Yeah.
This is just a plastic tablecloth that I picked
right
up from
on.
the dollar store.
Yeah.
And freehand cut very easily. So again, you can roll that up and pack it away.
Yeah.
And on the front door, instead of like buying some really expensive over-the-top decor, I simply made the sign on my computer, printed it, and took it to my local stationery store and had it laminated.
So you could use it forever.
Yes, you can use it forever. And if you get any rain on the door, this is totally weather resistant.
I also like that everything's reusable because now you could be the
Yes.
alien house.
Right? And just
Every
add
year.
to it every single year.
Yeah.
And just if you think of something quirky again to lean into the theme, this is the intergalactic candy transfer station.
Of course.
Right? Where everybody's going to knock.
Yeah.
So between from the sign on the door to the signs of our aliens, because of course the aliens need to communicate with us.
Yeah, they simply must.
So I did the same thing of printing some fun little talk bubbles on my computer and again laminating them. So we come in peace and for candy. And take me to your trick-or-treater. Right? So this is where, again, customizing your theme.
Yeah.
Regardless of your theme, think about how you can communicate fun messages to all of your trick-or-treaters as well.
I love that. Now,
Yes.
this next tip you have is bringing it next level, literally.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm glad you do too.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go out to the dollar store and you're gonna pick up some Bristol board. And depending on, again, your theme, think about an iconic silhouette that could feed into that theme. So whether it's bats, whether it's pumpkins, or in this case, aliens, you are going to cut out a silhouette and you're going to place them in your windows. So you get this look, right?
Right.
Now, picture this. You're then going to go out to your home improvement store and buy some color-changing light bulbs and
Yeah.
put them in lamps and put them against your window. And at night, it will glow and highlight that silhouette in your window.
So, like, I've decorated my front window before.
Yes.
But I've never thought to decorate my second story window.
Second story
That's the
window.
key, right? Yeah.
It just becomes captivating. You lift the whole look and you make it really complete with the entire house top to bottom.
I love that.
And it's so easy, like incredibly easy and affordable. And you roll that up and save it again for
Save
next
it again
year.
for
Put
next
it in your
year.
bin with your
okay,
inflatables.
our house is looking great.
Yes.
But then we're going to open the door and ruin the illusion because it's just a Leigh-Ann and Mary giving out candy.
It can't be Leigh-Ann and Mary.
No.
We have to be part of the theme. You saw the sneak peek that I got into character
Yeah.
for the Skeleton Rock Band. I thought we should get into character for the
Okay.
aliens. So, Mary, I slid into your kitchen.
Love this.
And I stole your mixing bowl and some tin foil. So I have that for you. Right?
No one's getting my thoughts. Oh.
I then went to the dollar store and got some fun little props.
Yeah, dream.
And then you can really...
These gloves are chaos. I love
Right?
them.
Total chaos. And then you can take it one step further. Happy Halloween!
Oh my gosh, Leigh-Ann, this is so fun. Beat me up, Snacky. Get out of here. Well, I cannot wait to see how you transform Pedro and Mauricio's front yard. The big reveal's coming up. Stick around. Leigh-Ann worked her magic to give one couple's front yard the rock star treatment for their very first official Halloween. Check it out.
Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. When we last left off, our friends Pedro and Mauricio summoned a wicked witch to conjure their very first ever Halloween. Now that the spells have been cast and cobwebs gathered, the true terror begins. Ladies and gentlemen, ghosts and ghouls, it is time for the reveal. It is time for Bat to the Bone.
Okay, Mauricio and Pedro, I want to welcome you to your very own rock concert. I want you to open your eyes in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh my God, that looks amazing.
This is insane.
Let me give you a little rundown of your front yard.
Okay.
We definitely went spooky with the skeleton theme, but absolutely not scary. And I think it's a whole lot of rock star fun. And you know what? You guys have front row seats to your very own concert here. So Party City hooked us up with some amazing skeletons, and I particularly love our rock star at the front with the guitar. The really cool thing is he actually hooks up to Bluetooth speaker, so you can play music from your own rock star playlist on Halloween night. And then of course, our 10-foot tall hero at the front here with his guitar and microphone, I think is just so much fun. And I have to tell you, as I was setting up this afternoon, all of the kids in your neighborhood were already stopping and in awe about the setup. Then there were some fun little touches. All of the tombstones, all of the skeletons, I used your raised garden beds to really set the tone for all of that. And then our rock band is called Bat to the Bone. So of course we needed some bats. So I've done some really fun hanging outdoor streamers there of bats up on your front porch, all from Walmart.
Oh, cool.
And the lighting for sure is rock star, rock concert lighting that really sets the tone for the whole space. I'm so happy with how this makeover turned out. It's one thing to have an idea, but to see it come to life, and in this case, it really came into the afterlife.
I love it. I think Leigh-Ann did such an amazing job. It's more than what I expected. I didn't think it was going to be this extra and amazing.
And I thought it would be more like a standard common Halloween theme, but I would never think about like a rock band Halloween. That's so cool. We love our front yard, and I think we're gonna have a great time here this Halloween.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. You did an amazing job.
Oh my gosh, Leigh-Ann! That was so good!
I had so much fun doing it.
Wow, and Pedro and Mauricio are here. Welcome to the studio. Okay, you two. First off, great sports. What are your neighbors thinking right now?
It's crazy. We've had people drive to our house to see it.
Taking
Your
pictures
destination.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, even the delivery people are like,
That is so amazing. Leigh-Ann, I don't understand how you made that 9-foot skeleton look like a rock and roll star.
It was some interesting trips to the thrift store, doing a lot of stretching of pants and wondering if it would fit the size of the skeleton, because leather pants don't come in extra skinny and extra tall.
No, they don't.
I discovered.
No, they don't.
but-
Okay, Pedro and Mauricio, we are so thrilled for you. Get ready. You are never going to be able to shut your door on Halloween. You're going to have to sit out on the porch because you're going to have so many trick-or-treaters. Have so much fun on Halloween. Thank you so much for doing this with us. Great job. Leigh-Ann Allaire Perrault, killing it as per usual. We got to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Coming up, from makeup to wardrobe, Shobana, Lakkavally, and Myles Sexton reveal how to slay, literally, with costumes that are trending this Halloween. Stay tuned. There's no place like home for Halloween. Follow the yellow brick road to the Good Stuff's Halloween Spectacular, where witches, wizards, and a few good friends are cooking up some spooky surprises. You won't want to miss what's hiding behind the curtain. Friday, October 31st on The Good Stuff.
On Friday. And if you don't have your costume yet, Myles Sexton and Shobana Lakkavally are here to help with the top trending costumes, along with some hair and makeup inspo. Welcome, you two. Thanks for having us. I feel like I missed the a memo. This is a good look. You two look so nice together.
Thank you. Dream team over here.
100%. Oh my gosh, what an absolute. Okay, trending costumes. I know we see them all the time.
Yes.
I really never know what I'm going to see when I'm sitting on my front porch as the kids come up or when you go to a party. But we're going to go into what's trending today.
Okay.
So let's get right into it. One of the top trending costumes this year is obviously Wednesday Addams from the Netflix show Wednesday.
Such a good show.
Or if you go back a little bit, the Addams Family.
Yes.
Christina Ricci forever.
I love that the new generation is getting into it too.
100%.
Right? Yeah.
It's so good. It's classic. It's wonderful. So we're going to see that look on Amanda. Come on out. Oh, wow. This is good.
Right?
Amanda looks cool.
Like, these are like their backup actress,
1,000%.
So with Amanda's look, I sourced this velvet dress from H&M, but I think what's really cool with like doing Wednesday, it's so easy to do at home because you can just take like an old white dress shirt that has a little bit of a bigger white collar and just add the little like the collar to the black dress that you have.
Yeah.
And then same thing if you, on the shirt, I just took off the cuffs and added it to the dress.
Oh, cool.
So it just makes it a little bit easier because with a lot of dresses, if they're a little bit tighter, you'd probably see the dress shirt layered underneath. So just by adding that collar and the cuffs, they just clip underneath.
So you kind of just like cut it off.
Yeah, cut it off and just add it.
I love
so
it,
it makes such a cute
DIY.
little piece.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the accessories pull it together, so I add the little hardware and the headpiece and the rings and these great little platform boots from Aldo, and they're flat, so they'll be comfy if you're going to be on your feet for hours.
Or if you're maybe
getting all that candy.
Yes, or maybe you're taking someone out trick or treating, and they're really gonna take you on the march to get all the good candy.
Exactly.
100%. Yeah, so good. Okay, what about the look?
Okay, so we didn't go like Halloween eerie or that 90s goth we're used to when it comes to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Instead, we went for like a soft, natural glam goth.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And so we started with her skin. And with her skin, we wanted to go for a natural matte foundation. And you see that we actually can go with either her skin tone or just a shade lighter. You're thinking more pale, but not ghostly.
No.
You're thinking a little contour, but no blush.
Okay, got it.
And then next, we went into her eyes. And so we used the NYX Wednesday palette. There's an eyeshadow palette.
Dream.
Right?
That
It
makes
does it all
things
for
easy.
you.
Yeah.
Exactly. We just used the purples and the mauves around the eyelid and under the eyes. You really want to get the under the eyes to get that like I didn't sleep kind of look.
Yeah.
And we also smudged black liner onto her lash line and the bottom lash. Now when it comes to the lips, she's too cool to wear lipstick.
Yeah,
okay?
that's true.
So how are we gonna create the darkened lip and make it look natural? What they do on set actually at the show is they use a lip liner that's more of a plummish black, blend it in with a little bit of lip balm, and then apply that. And this look was actually created by our glam squad, Helen.
Oh, right
Yeah.
on. This is so good. I know what I like about the Wednesday Addams look? It's like you could have a nap and still get up and you look even more Wednesday Addams.
It is sleep friendly. That is a good look.
Yeah, really, really great. Amanda, thanks so much. You did great. That's awesome. I love this look, and you can wear the dress after.
Yes,
And not be like you're wearing a Wednesday Addams
100%.
costume.
Yeah,
Dream.
just take the
dream.
color off.
100%. Okay, next up, we've got the trending costume. Ooh, it's Rumi from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so K-pop Demon Hunters is like the biggest thing in the world, I feel like.
100%.
In the world.
Yes.
In the whole world.
In the whole world. It's like the top songs, it's the top movie, it's at the top all the things.
It follows you
I
around.
can't get it out of my head.
There you go. Great. Fantastic. Okay, we're gonna see that look on Alice. Come on out. This is sick.
Right? Alice looks so good.
This is so cool.
Thank you, thank you. Now with Alice's look, she's a little bit of a special guest. So there's an incredible Canadian company called Little Jingle Beans, and they're like Canada's top-rated costume entertainment company. So if you have like a kid's birthday party or like for this instance like a Halloween party, you can actually get these people who are like singers and dancers to come to the party and show up as the characters that your child is obsessed with.
Yeah.
And they'll literally do like a full live performance for your children.
Yeah.
Like they go bananas. It's all about making core memories.
Yeah.
But really when it comes down to it, it's like really the details are in the costume. Like this looks exactly like the animation.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think that's really important to really keep that sort of fantasy alive for your kids to like, this is Rumi in real life.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
So-
that is so cool. And let's talk about this look, because these eyes are amazing.
Right? So
Yeah.
listen, Rumi's gonna be at my daughter's birthday party. I'm like, work,
Yeah, we're
birthday,
doing it.
done,
We're doing
everything
it.
is done. So she's opposite of Wednesday. This is when you're gonna channel your sparkle lover and all the color. And we started off off with using this Urban Decay 24/7 shimmer, this beautiful iridescent color. And we washed that all over her eyes. Not the face, just the eyelids. And then we used a purple liner to create that big winged looking eye and giving her a lift. And what that does is that it just kind of, in animation, that's where all the expression is, the face. That's what's gonna make it real. And Rumi is actually known for having these cute little gems just in the corners of her eyes.
Oh yeah, right in there.
Sparkle in the light.
Yeah.
And to complement the eyes, we went with more of a berry lip, but kept it more simple. And you'll notice that her skin is super radiant and dewy, but there's no contour, there's no bronzer. That's on purpose because that's actually on purpose because it's supposed to look more like an animation than someone in real life.
Yeah.
And there you have it. She just looks amazing.
Alice, thanks so much. Great job, Alice. Thanks. Yes. Awesome. All right. Now our final costume, which I can bet, I know that my neighbors, the little girls who live next to me, 100%, they're going to be a version of this. We're talking Taylor Swift, of course. And we're specifically talking a showgirl, a la her new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Now, there's so many looks in this album.
Endless inspiration.
That you could get endless inspiration. It's hard to pick.
It is hard.
Just what it is. So we're going to see that look, what you guys did on Jamie. Come on out. Jamie is going to any party. Jamie is killing it at every single party she walks into.
We took some inspiration from some multiple moments from the album because I really wanted to kind of bridge them all together. And I think what's important too is like just a little tip for Halloween is like, you know, don't just buy something that you're gonna wear with your costume. Like buy a dress that's like for a showgirl outfit that maybe you'll wear at another event or party. So we went with this beautiful fringe red dress from Narcissus. She's a great Canadian designer. And then to really kind of pull it all in together, I added these really cool costume pieces from Alan Anderson, who's another Canadian designer, to really give that little bit of glitter. We've got this gorgeous feather headpiece to give that showgirl feel.
I'm obsessed.
From David Dunkley. He's another amazing Canadian designer. Obviously, like I think everyone needs a little glitter tight in their wardrobe for a little extra sparkle.
These are so good.
Right?
They remind me of the shoes in the music video with the little sock things. Anyway, guys, it's fine.
Super cute. I got those, grabbed those on Amazon. And then, you know, obviously finished with like a classic black pump that you could wear again, you know, from Aldo too. Like, oh, such a fun look.
Such a fun look. Shobana, what's going on with makeup?
Okay, so Taylor Swift is really all about choosing your own fantasy, right? Sparkle, chiseled cheeks, liner, red lips. And so when it comes to her face, we went with a full coverage radiant look. That's what Taylor's about. And you want to chisel and bronze unlike the other looks because Taylor has sharper features if you want to really look like her. And guess what we did for that wing liner? We actually used a self-adhesive winged liner.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's called the Guide Liner. It lasts for like 3 days. It gives you that perfect winged liner.
Oh, cool.
Right?
So maybe you're a little, maybe a little nervous about doing a full wing.
Exactly, or just can't do it, right? It's a way
to stick it on and you're good to go. Love that.
Exactly. And then we finish off with the smoky eye. And with her lips, we went more of an orangey red because Taylor's going from that bluey red to more of that orangey red. I know.
It's blowing my mind.
I know. It's messing with all of us.
I know.
And with her lips, you want to make sure you really capture that Cupid's bow, make it a little bit more sharp, make her lips a little bit more smaller. Because that is what Taylor Swift is all about. And so focus on chiseling the face to really look like her.
I love this. Honestly, though, Taylor Swift going with the more orangey red, it's blowing my mind. I love bluey red. Taylor, what are you doing?
You're gonna look amazing.
Thanks. It looks great on her. I don't know. Okay. Jamie, thank you so much. That is such a great look. Shobana and Myles, what a great job. Thanks so much. And studio audience, just in case you need a little extra sparkle this Halloween, NYX is sending y'all home with 2 shades of their Butterglass Bling. We gotta take a quick break, and we'll be right back. The good stuff is a good time. So why not subscribe to our weekly newsletter?
You feel good the rest of the day.
Get a sneak peek at upcoming episodes, access to weekly show highlights, and a one-stop roundup of all my latest recipes.
Everything that you make is like delicious.
Simply scan the QR code to sign up for the Good Stuff newsletter. And join us right here weekdays on CTV. To sit down with the ultimate whodunit host, Karine Vanasse, to chat about what's in store for the epic new 3rd season of the Traitors Canada. Check it out. Hey, Karine, how are you?
Excellent. I couldn't be more excited to talk about season 3, and I know you love the show.
I am so amped to talk about season 3 of the Traitors Canada. I cannot even wait. I am so thrilled. Okay, so we're going into season 3. We've got 22 new contestants playing. We have got players, contestants from Survivor. We've got Canada's Drag Race, Big Brother Canada.
Winners, Big Brother Canada winners.
Winners, no big deal. The Real Housewives of Toronto. I have to ask, do you think having reality TV experience gives these players a little bit of a leg up?
I mean, they kind of think they know what they got themselves into. It puts a target on their back sometimes.
Yeah.
I think for some of them, it creates a sense of overconfidence. I feel like they come in sometimes wanting to prove that they can do it again, or that this time they'll do it right.
Okay.
But also we had reality TV personalities, but we also had fans of the show, because we did an open casting. So that mix was really interesting this season.
When these players go in, there's 22, they are all faithful. And then you get to decide who the traitor is. How does that process work? Like, are you looking for someone you think can hide? Are you looking for someone who you think might really be able to kind of flip a switch?
It needs to be someone who can take the pressure.
Yeah.
So that aspect is a big part of because if they make it to the end, it's really tough. It's really hard to be lying all the time. I mean, I'm an actress. Yes, you play a character, like you do 1-2 takes, and then you come back to yourself. You do another scene. They have to maintain, if they've created a character, they have to maintain it throughout the whole show. Like this year, there's a twist. When you see me when I start walking around that table, behind them, the little smirk that you see on my face, know that something else is coming.
Oh, I like this.
So I feel like they were always stunned. They always were ready.
They were like, we know the playbook, and you're like, playbook out the window.
And it's like that for the
I
entire
love
season.
that. The Traitors is a worldwide phenomenon. There are versions all over the world. And in fact, you recently met up with Alan Cumming, the host for the Traitors US. Talk about fashion, though. Can we even what was it like meeting him?
It was great. We were actually shooting. We were just in the midst of shooting Traitors Canada, and he was performing in Montreal. So we wrapped the show after the round table, went to the conclave with the guests, and then left to meet him on stage, and it was so fun. He seems so free in what he wants to do, and always different and having fun while doing it.
But I think you're the same. Watching you clearly are having an absolute ball. But being the lady of the manor.
Yeah, I had fun. I always had fun. But this year you actually get to see it. I couldn't contain it anymore. And I think it's great to see this. To see this character, the lady of the manor. I mean, why is she inviting all these people over?
Great question.
And she doesn't care if it's traitors or faithful who wins. She wants to see people play.
She wants to see the chaos unfold.
And she wants to see the chaos. So when the chaos happens, she's happy.
She's happy.
And it happened.
It happened.
So she was very excited.
Dream. Honestly, season 3 of the Traitors Canada. I am so excited. Huge congratulations, Karine.
So when we'll do Traitors Canada Celebrity.
Oh gosh.
You'll pack your looks. And
I'll pack all my looks will be turtlenecks and balaclavas because I get real blushy when I'm lying. So
it's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting. They're gonna be like, Mary's looking weird. Thank you again so much to the lovely Karine Vanasse. Don't miss the exciting new season of the Traitors Canada, Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on CTV with extended versions streaming next day on Crave. That's our show for today. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for more of the good stuff.